Okay, we're moving along. I have the honor, unfortunately, the recipient is not here today. He's a member of the 1973 team, as well, probably one of the best athletes that ever came out of the Utrecht. We knew him as Joey Rodriguez, but he's Joey Gambella Rodriguez without Joey Gambella. Outstanding athlete, not just good, outstanding. Offense, defense, knew his plays, always criticizing the coaches, always running, no matter what. I used to have to tell him, Joey, blow your nose or get a tissue, one or the other. Went on to play, was All-City, went on to play in Wisconsin, did an outstanding job in Wisconsin. I got a phone call from him many years ago, which is so unusual because Joey is so private, he doesn't want to talk to anybody. He needed a recommendation to be a high school football coach. He went out and became one of the top coaches in New Jersey. And from there went on to coach at some of the other colleges, high schools, and so forth. Now I believe he's coaching. John, where is he coaching now?
Montclair University.
Montclair. So I'll show you how private he is. I went online to look up a bio of their information. Every coach's picture's there with their bio. Now Joey, just his name. No email, no phone number, no nothing. I think he's in witness protection. I'm not sure. So the bottom line is, this is really an honor. I wish someone from his family was here to accept the award for him. I know Johnny Gloria was very close to him. So I'd like Johnny to come up and accept the award for Joey. Moving along, I'm bringing up now one of my good friends, a member of the English department at FDR that I stole away and brought him here to the Utrecht to be the football coach, an outstanding person, more so than anything else, a real good family man, someone I've respected forever and ever. I'd like to bring up Coach Burke to make the next presentation. Coach. You notice how we're always going downstairs now, see?
Thanks. Yeah, after 85 years, you need to go. Thank you for allowing me to take this opportunity to introduce a young man that came up from Florida as a sophomore. He transferred into Utrecht High School. The day he came, he coached an argument at first, and brought him over and introduced him to me. And I said to him, young man, you want to play football? And he looked at me and said, yes, sir, I do. So now, right away, I like this kid because he called me sir, and that was a very nice thing for him to do. But that said a lot about Bobby Fezzik. He was a disciplined, hard-working, fair individual, and as a player, in 1983-4-5, he was a team captain. He was a big 44 All-Star selection. On defense, he was a linebacker, and he was disciplined on the field. In fact, he always was considered as a coach on the field, even as a player. He brought guys along, he made comments, and helped them. He was very interested in that way. He was a varsity assistant for me, and he did the JV, and he came along with Coach Nader and I to do certain things. He was tough in both body and mind and spirit, and yet he was a caring and helpful individual in so many ways. The coaching of the JV, the kids like, he just helped bring that program along. And then as my assistant, he did everything. I don't think I'd be able to continue. I was glad Alan brought me over here. I was here about 15 years. But if it weren't for him, I may not have lasted that long. As he knows, and everybody knows, we had a lot of kids. We had 7 kids, and I was always away from home with this, and my wife said, the game was 11:30, how come you came home at 5 o'clock? I said, no, it was a long day. I had a lot of watch film after the game and everything like that. So, and then he set me up, and I needed it. All the kids were in school. What he did was he got me 5 jobs after my day school teaching English. Football, wrestling, girls softball, 2 nights a week, night school, summer school, and it just went on like that. And what happened was, Bobby Fezwood enabled me to do that. He said, Bobby, I got to go up and teach night school Tuesday and Thursday. I got to be up there dressed at 6 o'clock. Don't worry, coach. I got it. And he did. He closed up, he locked up. The kid needed something, he took care of it. He called me, let me know what was going on. He did that all the time. And what happens is, he was that way with everybody, okay? He was that way with his teammates, with his coaches, with his teachers, and he brought out things, hard work, the sports in general, but football in particular, brings out the hard work, the discipline, the courage, the acceptance, all these values you want your own kids to have, and go through an experience. And we've all gone through experiences. Some have been successful experiences, and we relish them. Maybe others have been very, very tough experiences. And what we do is we're able to deal with them because of the values that we learned playing this great sport, football, and sharing it with these teammates who became friends. Last year, I cried when I got guys that couldn't make it to the induction, sent me videos, 15 people sending me videos saying how much I meant to them in their lives, and the day I was in, it came to me. And then that has made it all the difference, and I would like to tell Bobby that I love him, he was great, he was a great player, a great person, a great athlete, and I'd like to bring him up now.
That's why I say I'm blessed and lucky I am to have so many people in one room that I love. Not many people get this, and it's so awesome. It's a great feeling. First thing I'd like to do is ask my father to come up. I want to thank him for all his support. He's always stood for me. He's been to every game. So I want to thank him and tell him I love him. I want to tell a story about how I got in. I came up from down south. I started football 5th grade down there. And it's different. It's a different world. Every high school has football. So I move up. My father says, you're going off to the HOF. Okay? I didn't know that you liked football. So I said, we got to try to get you to school. If you do, so I tried out for rugby, made a team of rugby. That's all after school. I'm already training for the school. So Daddy took me to Lafayette, and we went to guidance counselor, and they said, all right, come back at 2:30 and meet the head football coach. Okay, no problem. So that's the next, we're going to Utrecht. school decided we're going to get, hook you up with the head coach. Coach Barrow went down, and put him down, and told him for the whole thing, and he said, listen, let me get my six computers, and we can do here. So he tells Pete he's got a class. Can you get in touch with Al? So Paul agreed, named it down with all the keys and everything else. And it's an hour to talk to Alexis and Owens before Mr. Leibowitz came in the hallway. Then he did introductions. He said, this is Mr. Fezza, it's his son. He just moved up from Florida. In true Sonata fashion. He went from introducing Mr. Leibowitz to saying, Coach, I got Gator Bait on the line. I think I called him. I want to get him in the building. And I'll never forget it. And the rest was history. The best thing he did was give me responsibility, gave me a great home. So happy for it. Next, I want to thank my brother Lamont, who's not here, who nominated me for the Hall of Fame. I want to thank the Hall of Fame for voting me in. And I want to thank all the guys that got in today, congratulate them. I want to thank all the guys that played before us, that passed the green on to us. I want to thank Coach Walker and his staff for a great job for keeping the game alive today. I want to speak to all my guys that are here. I talked to a lot, but I always get to see. I want them to remember it's one day a year. Come back, see each other, no one regrets it. Support Coach Morgan and the new players that we all love, just like we love one another. I want to thank my Lincoln brothers that are here. Rob Elliott, Paul Lovick, especially head coach Sean O'Connor, my brothers, for always being there for me. And we both had to go on a journey to leave our alma maters and realize together that there's life after our schools. And I want to thank you for always being there, my brother. And last but not least, I know we left something to somebody else. I want to thank Tommy for all his hard work. And I'm lucky that this man, the first time I met him, every week, and he does so much for this program. He's a truly good guy. Does a lot of stuff still for his blog and everything else. And with that, I want to say thank you to everybody that's here. Congratulations. And my guys, I hope it was a positive impact.
Bobby thanked the Lincoln guys because Bobby is now coaching Lincoln, and the fact that the Lincoln, some of the players and coaches are here, and Sean O'Connor, who we accept because I happen to like him very much. I'm in touch with him quite a bit. He's sitting in the back, and I'd like to thank him because to come here on the day that you're playing Erasmus tonight, and come here today, I think it's wonderful. Thanks so much, Sean. Thank you. Moving along, I'd like to introduce at this time one of my players who I'm in touch with, who I know since he's a little boy, even before he played at the Utrecht. He used to come as our water boy with his cousin Vinny Sinago, and didn't speak any English at all except aqua. I knew tell him to bring water in aqua. I went on to the University of Rhode Island and did very, very well. So I'd like come up to do the next presentation. Peter Sinatra.
Coach Lee was in the 21st century. I am now a U.S. citizen. I want you to know that. Thank you. I want to thank everybody for being here. It's very nice to see this kind of community coming back to us every year. And you guys did a great job on the plate with your lives. And thank you for being here with us, celebrating this. It's funny because everybody who comes up seems to have a fantastic story, and it all revolves around Utrecht football. We're growing up, we're like little seeds, little tomato seeds. We grow up, we get big, and then we still stay green all the way through. True Italians, true Utrecht, true ball players, and true human beings, which is great to see. I'm here to introduce this to a really, really outstanding football player and outstanding human being. And also, by knowing his father, you know where he came from. George Pardo is not the biggest guy in the world. He's maybe 5'9", 5'10". When he played for me, he wished he was 5'9", 5'10". When he played for us, Coach Burke and I, he weighed about 130 pounds, wet, soaked, equipment on, and helmet. Okay. But George Pardo has the fortitude, the drive, the command, and the self-will to probably do anything he wants. Anything. I never put anything away from George Pardo. Georgie doesn't know this, but I'll tell them. The conversation was, who are we going to have a quarterback this year? And Coach Burke and I, Coach O'Day, would sit down and go through the players and see who was going to be a quarterback. It came to one of those years when nobody was a quarterback, and George was a defensive back. Okay, so, but I've seen George out there throwing the ball, you know, Batman as Robin, Superman as Miss Lane, and George and Michael Alvarado. They walked together in Utrecht halls, they played together in gym class, and they used to throw the ball before practice, after practice, outside. So remembering George throwing the ball outside and know what he can do, I said to Coach Burke, let's give George a try. I think George would be a really, really good quarterback. Never played quarterback before. Knew the offense because he was a receiver and a defensive back, so he knew a method of thinking and playing out there. So when we put him there, it was like taking a fish from the desert and throwing him a big lake. He started swimming on his own and doing things that we never thought were possible for him to do. But every game that we played with George Pardo, we were never out of the game. Never out of the game. Toughest kid, pound for pound. Okay, I can bring him down to practice with the lineman. He would have a bad day. I say, you want to see how it's done? George, come here. Put him on the sled, and George would do just things that Grant can do and any other big kid can do, including Vito and anybody else that's tough as nails. Got a great kid. Great attitude, great team player, kept his mouth shut at 100 miles an hour, and never stopped. When you say winner, and you can put a name over there with a face, that's the name, that's the face. George never let up. 100 miles an hour, always a winner, always wanted to do the right thing, whatever everybody was doing. Okay? He made Michael Alvarado great. Now Michael Alvarado has a son that goes to high school here. As Coach Lee says, no, you just continue. And you continue, and people show up. I didn't see a father here, but I'd like to see a father. I didn't get to see him today.